Hey everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with another video, and this one I did for Victoria Marie Facebook group National Scrapbook Day or International Scrapbook Day Challenge. It's an ingredient challenge. So I'll tell you as I do things that are involved in that challenge. So this is a picture of my nephew and my great nephew. So cute. I love those two together. And I love that cute little smile on my great nephew's face. So I had that wood smile. We're just sitting up in a little dish ahead of me as something that needed to get used. So here I am getting it used. So the very first paper I used there is the arrow paper. That arrow paper that the photo is mounted on, and that's by Photoplay. It's the Spread Your Wings paper collection, and it's the Empower paper. That is paper number 1 because part of the challenge was to do 5 pattern papers. I'm going to count this as 6 because that cut apart came from a pattern paper as well. That B is for Boy Cut Apart is from the Echo Park Sweet Baby Boy collection. It's the 3x4 journaling cards paper. So that's paper number 2 that I'm using, and now I'm going to cut go ahead and cut that like kind of a dot paper there. That is the Photoplay Snuggle Up paper, and it's the all stacked up paper, and I love kind of the lightness behind the photo there that adds that little touch. And I'm just going to keep kind of stacking these papers on top of each other here. Next is that navy paper, and it has all sorts of sweet little boy icons on it. That is the Photoplay Snuggle Up collection, and it's the Cuddle Time paper. So paper number 4 there. And then paper number 5 is going to be that striped background paper. And that is the Photoplay Snuggle Up Hanging Around paper. So I liked the stripes going horizontally there. I looked at them vertically, but I don't know, I like them horizontally the best. Now I did have this little star paper clip, and I'm thinking about using that. That's an old paper clip from Two Peas in a Bucket, back from when they were around and were producing embellishments. And I do have quite a few of those. I'm showing you right there. So I grabbed a couple more thinking I could use maybe 2 or 3 on this layout. And then I'm looking at using this piece from, it's either from Echo Park Sweet Baby Boy or Baby Boy, I don't remember which. I like the plaid in it, another dimension. And then I decided I kind of needed something else kind of up here in this corner to call your attention to where the photo is. And I found that frame there. That came from the Echo Park Sweet Baby Boy ephemera. And I pulled that like that baby boy out of the center of that other one, and I didn't like it as well. So here comes paper number 6. That gold paper is from the Echo Park Sweet Baby Boy collection. It's the new arrival paper, and I just decided to add a border on the bottom of that, sort of like as a little extra punch. And speaking of punches, one of the other ingredients to this challenge was punches. So I'm using this scallop border punch. It's the EK Success Emboss Dot punch. And that's one you've probably seen Chamel use here and there. If you don't press on it very hard, it doesn't emboss the dot. So, and even if it embosses it a little bit, that doesn't usually bother me, especially since I'm often using it on a pattern paper and you can't even tell. So I'll just lay this kind of, I'm trying to decide how much of the border I want to reveal, so I'm kind of putting it on there, and then it comes, I thought I was going to lift it up, and then it came off. So just kind of adding it there, and then I'll just cut it off on that side. Add, that's my Memento Dewdrop ink and gray flannel. Not that you guys, if your watchers have not seen that before. Then I have this little tag here, and that came from the Echo Park Sweet Baby Boy ephemera collection. Oh, and part of the requirement for the ingredient challenge was also die cuts. So the tag and that frame are die cuts. And then I'm using another punch here again. This is an EK Success label punch. Oh, and I almost forgot. One of the other options we had was to use a border, so that's where the scallop border came in. Trying to make this work, but not really loving it. Thinking about maybe adding one of the labels under there, and of course I can do more, and it makes 3 labels each time. There's a large, a medium, and a small label, but you can only punch 2 if you want to, you know, depending on how you hold that. Kind of wish they'd put the big one on the outside, but I guess it wouldn't have made any sense with the way the punch works, because I use the big one. I rarely use the other ones. Still trying to find something to go up in that cluster at the top left there, and just not finding anything. So again, trying to think about that. Since the other labels right there are horizontal, I really would like it if the one on the bottom was, but that just doesn't look right. So I'm going to end up putting the label on the bottom right there vertically. And that looks much better. By the way, guys, the wood veneer smile is from Heidi Swap. And part of the requirement, again, for ingredients here was wood. I forgot to tell you that before. You could use wood veneer or wood, so there's a little wood for me there. I did really well in getting lots of the ingredients. There were lots of choices, so it was kind of easy to do it. So just getting things glued down a little bit more there. And then thinking maybe if I do this tag in this frame, that'll work, and then I can maybe figure out something to put under, like over the tag. And I decided to kind of stop fooling around with it and just, you know, get it on the layout. Sometimes if I play around with it too much, I just force myself to do it and then figure out what's not working later. And that's what I'm doing here. And I'm kind of overlapping so that the top of that ticket punch or label punch and the top of the frame are not equal there, that they're kind of overlapping each other. So now I'm grabbing my L Studio puffy stars here, and they're the puffy star stickers, and puffy shapes were one of the things on the ingredient list. So I'm just kind of scattering around the gold and the aqua to match the colors in here. And now I think, okay, you know, I have that aqua on there. The one thing I'll tell you guys before this finishes, as I'm kind of playing around with these, is that I did forget there was one stash item that you could include, and mine became 3 stickers from the Echo Park Bundle of Joy element stickers, and that's how I ended up solving the that issue with that label on top, because I'm just gonna have kind of wash my hands of it. And then as I was starting to put things away, I realized, oh wait, some of these stickers could work really well. So I'll put a little sticker at the top left that says "Oh So Happy," and then another sticker that says "Buddies" right under the smile, which is where the title of this layout comes from. And then also another one in that bottom right cluster that says "Hugs and Kisses." So look for those on the still shot and the detail shots. Those will be coming up in a little bit. Sometimes we solve the problems after we're off camera. I think I'm done and then I'm not. And I realized that I had wanted to include those star paper clips, and they're really not going to work with where this layout went, because now I've added in, because the smile was the only wood on this page, I figured I needed to grab something else wood, and I have all these wood veneer stars. These come from Freckled Fawn, so they're more wood from that ingredients list. And I really like the way those look. And it helps make that smile word make sense. To only have one kind of item on your layout it's hard, it doesn't make design sense to your brain, I guess. So those stars really helped. All right, guys, there's the still shot and a couple of detail shots following. Hope you guys are all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye.